Welcome back to Miller's in Motion from a slightly soggy Elkhart campground. It's been a little rainy. I wanted to get on here before we get into the actual video this week and explain why we haven't shown a tour yet. So we are very close to having a tour done, but when we picked up our coach, we had a lot of stuff that had to get done, and the schedule has shifted. Just like everything in RV life, nothing ever quite goes according to plan, which is perfectly fine. It's how you adjust and make those adjustments and accept that things are going to change. That is the big reason why. So there's no one company or person at fault. We tried to jam a whole lot in a very short amount of time. So I will tell you this, that we went ahead and did our Elkhart video this week, which you're about to see. So please stick around, watch it. It's a fun video, especially if you have to come up here and do anything with the manufacturer. It gives you some ideas, some things to do, some unexpected. But when the coach is ready to be shot for the tour, and we're not trying to make it perfect, we just want it to be a good representation of what this coach will be from factory. When it's ready, I'm going to post that video immediately. I'm not going to wait till next weekend. Just trust me that I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to edit as fast as I can and still make it look good, and then I'm going to post it. So if you do not have notifications turned on, make sure and turn notifications on. Also, if you follow us on Instagram, you're getting some sneak peeks of the coach. So make sure and do that. We will also let you know when that tour goes live on other social media platforms. So we are very sorry we haven't done that yet. I know we're getting a lot of message about why haven't we, and just know we are trying very hard, but we want it to be a good representation of what this coach is, because I personally think this is one of the best toy hauler floor plans of all time. Yes, and I've been looking at toy haulers for a long time, and we are beyond excited about this Alliance Valor particularly, and yes, I am standing in it right now. So let's get over to the Elkhart video, and we will see you guys very, very soon with a tour. I promise. Promise. Welcome back to Miller's in Motion.
If you have been keeping up with us recently, you know that we've been spending time here in Elkhart, Indiana. And we understand that a lot of you guys, especially if you're an RVer, you'll come to here or through here at some point. So we wanted to show you around some of the things that we have appreciated while we've been here. So let's get going. We were surprised that with how many people come through and to Elkhart for RV related things, that there are very few RV related amenities, actually. Very few campgrounds and very few places to get supplies. So just kind of keep that in mind. But something RV related that you could and should do is the Hall of Fame and Museum. Fun fact, the MH is not motorhome, it is manufactured housing, so that may catch you off guard. But anyways, they are open 7 days a week. They are dog friendly and they're Harvest Host participants. So all those are very RV friendly. This is the smallest Airstream ever built. There was only one ever made, and they say it's the prototype for the Bambi. It's interesting that this goes all the way back to 1928. That's a lot earlier than I really thought RVing went back. So this section's laid out by year, And it's really interesting because you can see the design of the RVs change with the years as they change.
So dogs are allowed in here? Would you recommend?
They are interested in everything. There are all kinds of smells around here.
So it's fun to have them, but they're not allowed in the rigs, and even though Mishka's trying.
We didn't confirm that.
I'm assuming they're not. We're not going to let them go.
We're going to be respectful and not let them in the rigs.
We don't trust ours. So as you start to kind of come around, you start to notice, like, over the years and decades, how the campers start to get taller and taller and taller, and now we're actually up into, I mean, not anywhere close to where we are now, but, you know, that might be closer to 10, 11 feet.
We are now in the land of vibrant floral patterns.
Otherwise known as the 60s.
The 60s, which I kind of miss. I kind of miss how colorful it was. That's awesome.
Good for you. I miss some of the colors in moderation. They used all of the colors not in moderation.
I'll get brightly colored pillows. How about that?
Question, are you feeling groovy?
Girls, come here. She just walks up and licks the thing. Hey, Bailey, can you see? Not even, well, Bailey's faced. Just kidding.
Oh, we don't like it.
Oh, we don't like the bear. Oh, I don't like this bear. Come on, let's. She's gonna hide behind me.
Yep.
Mishka, come here. Here, come here. Here. You want to touch him? No.
Mishka's just like, what are we doing?
She's like,
And Bailey's
what's
hiding.
Bailey, here. You want to come say hi to the bear? Come say hi. So mean. Oh, I know.
All right, well, that's it for the RV and MH Museum and History
Yep.
section.
Yep.
What did you think?
Smaller than I thought it would be. I'm not entirely sure it was worth the $20 a person to get in, but it was interesting and it was fun. And I love that they let the dogs in.
There's a Brinkley over there. Anyway, yeah, it was cool that they let the dogs in.
Yeah.
It's cool to see, but it's almost like you almost go do it to say you did it,
Yeah,
and that's about it.
kind of got that too.
But I wouldn't do it again. But happy we did it. Let's go find something else to do in Elkhart.
All right, so one really cool thing, in my opinion, is that Elkhart has been a lot more like lush and green than we expected it to be. Maybe that's because we're coming from Texas where it's 100 degrees and everything's dry and crispy, but this has been beautiful. So along that line, when we were thinking about things to do, we looked up like botanical gardens and that sort of stuff, and this place called...
She's saying we.
That's
This
true.
was Lauren.
This place called Linton's Enchanted Gardens kept coming up, and I was like, I'm intrigued by that. But then when you go to their website, it says it's Indiana's largest home and garden center, which
We have neither of those things.
didn't really sound appealing. And I'm like, how is this a top attraction when it's a home and garden center? Anyway, so you keep looking, and then it's like, you can have your birthday here. I'm like, at the Home and Garden
Seriously?
Center? Like, really?
I have no idea what she's gotten me into.
I know, which is part of the fun. And so then I kept reading because obviously it's not your average Home and Garden Center. Did you know you can pedal go-karts? They have a petting zoo. You can rent a swan paddle boat. You can go mining for gemstones. Like, you can do a lot of things here. So now, on that note, I was intrigued. So
I'm not sure if the word's intrigued or confused at this point, but
either one works. I'm fine with
let's
that.
go figure out what Lauren's got us into then.
Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes. And you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. You're the new MC, you got the remix. Keep it on repeat, just let the beat kick. Everywhere you go, you bring the roof down. Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it.
All right, I think after walking around this place, we're both still confused.
I mean, I understand what's going on, but I don't understand why it's going on.
Right, it's really pretty, and I think if we lived here, like, you'd frequent here to buy things for your landscape.
I don't know. I looked at some of the prices.
But I would say if you're looking for like nature and taking a walk and that sort of thing, you'd want to go to one of the county parks or something like that. So let's go show you that. So Elkhart County actually has several parks that you can go to, and so many of them have these easy, not quite paved, but easy like trails for walking and for taking the dogs, and we have found those incredibly useful. So not only are they gorgeous, they're easy kind of walks, a mile or more, you can make it whatever you want of it. And this one is Cobus Creek.
So I actually prefer this kind of heights. The Enchanted Garden thing is kind of cool, but it's obviously a commercial entity. This is not. This is just nature. I prefer this. It's a little quieter, except for the two pit bulls, Smoke and Stereo, that just went past us. But everything else is just calm and relaxing and pretty. I mean, this is really pretty. Got anything to add?
I think it's also important to see that Elkhart is very dog friendly, has been. So a lot of the restaurants have patios that are dog friendly. Of course, you want to make sure before you go, but lots of parks to walk them, lots of restaurants, and the hotel we're staying at, the True by Hilton, is very dog friendly as well.
That's a good point, actually. And this is a good spot to talk about that. Is, you know, if you are a full-time RVer and you come to Elkhart, there's a few reasons why you might, Bailey. For whatever reason you may be in Elkhart, let's say you're a full-timer and you actually have to be out of your RV for a night, 5 nights, whatever. That True by Hilton's been great. So the rooms are a little small, but overall, it's super pet friendly, which makes it very easy.
So I like that there's hard floors, not carpeted floors. That's nice. They have good breakfast, Wi-Fi, and they have pet stations outside.
They have an acceptable breakfast. It's free
true.
hotel breakfast. They're never great.
It's true.
But there's plenty right around there. There's restaurants, you can DoorDash stuff. And you're right in the heart of Elkhart. It doesn't take too long to get anywhere where you're staying there. So
Yeah, so we've been very happy with them. Thank you, True.
I would definitely stay there again.
Yeah.
You know, as far as Elkhart as a whole, you know, like we talked about earlier outside the Hall of Fame thing, the RV Hall of Fame or whatever it's called,
You got to do it.
Yeah.
We did it. We're probably not going to do it again unless something drastically changes. It was cool to see the bird from KYD.
Yeah.
But outside of that, there's just, I mean, Elkhart is a manufacturing town. The other thing,
Right.
too, that I found crazy is, like, I was trying to find a new power watchdog. I couldn't find one.
Right. It's just so strange.
Grand Rapids, Michigan was the closest one. That's an hour and a half away. So
Right.
for things like that, it's, even though the manufacturing is here and everything, it's not necessarily traditional, like, you're not gonna be able to find a bunch of stuff here.
Right.
There's a few RV parks, there's hotels,
Very few, yeah.
and there's a lot of manufacturing.
That's right.
So, all right, well, the dogs are pulling Lauren every which direction here, and this is a pretty spot right on the little river, so, or creek, or whatever it is. So we're gonna get through this and try to get them less muddy and move on to the next thing. So we'll see you down here in just a little bit.
All right, so you guys know that we like to do a lot of outdoorsy things, especially because we can take the dogs. But if museums and history, that sort of stuff is more your speed, Elkhart does still have plenty for you in that regard. They have the Railroad Museum, and they have the Ruthmere and Beardsley houses, which are like iconic house museums, from what I understand. We didn't make it there, so I'm kind of guessing from what I read on that one.
You mean the house museums are iconic houses?
Yes, and so we drove past them. We saw that they were there, but anyways, if you get to explore those, let us know how that went. If you're still looking for something else to do, you can follow the Heritage Trail, which is a 21-mile drive with an audio tour, and that actually goes into a little bit more of the Amish kind of influence on the culture around here, and they have a lot of stop-offs for biking and walking and arts and crafts, produce stands, that sort of thing. And then you'll want to pay attention to the 17 quilt gardens. These are apparently a really big thing. They work really hard on these, and they're gorgeous. So pick any one of those for your little arts and crafts and history influence on Elkhart. And I almost forgot, if you want to do something here that you can't do anywhere else, you have to go see the Hall of Heroes. It is the world's only museum for comic and superheroes.
Wait, you're telling me there's like a Marvel and DC themed thing?
I don't guarantee that it was that themed, but it's the only place in the world with a comic and superhero museum. I'm sorry we went to the garden instead. Sorry, not sorry.
Were they closed on Sundays?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right, so what are we doing now?
My favorite food group. That's how we judge every city. What's the value of your ice cream?
Elkhart, everything rides on this one place. So hopefully the vanilla bean in downtown Elkhart doesn't suck.
Big. There's probably ice cream on my face. It has been my favorite stop in Elkhart.
Yeah. So it's called the Vanilla Bean. It's off of Main Street, just kind of by downtown. You should definitely do this.
12 out of 10, all the flavors.
Yeah. I bought 3 scoops. Somehow they jammed them in there. I don't know how quite yet. Well, that's Elkhart with dogs and all the ice cream.
You have ice cream on your chin.
Do I really? Still there?
Only a little bit. That's fine.
You have it on your lips right there. Okay. So there's Elkhart. We actually enjoyed our time here. I said actually like it's shocking.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting much, I think is the big thing. All right. We will see you guys next week.
Bye, Mom.